increasing threat to the economy. We are joined by an information communication technology consultant, Last Kabudura, to discuss on how we can protect ourselves from this crime. Good morning and a warm welcome to Good Morning Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Zimbabwe.
What is a cybercrime?
Maybe to answer that question, what I'm going to do is to explain exactly how it will start. So to kickstart that process of cybercrime, generally you notice that a person would have been involved in what we call cyber attack. So by cyber attack, it's a maneuver that is generally done by people normally known as hackers or scammers. So what they will do is they will target the infrastructure or computer network of an organization, the corporate or individual, so that they could destroy the data and certain important files that are stored.
Right. So what is the impact of cybercrime?
You notice that you can imagine yourself, if it's a company that is running, they normally need that database for their business. It could be for clients, or if they're individuals, they've got to generally keep track of their banking accounts or some transaction that they've done in the course of the month. So if a hacker gets hold of that information, he's going to destroy it, corrupt it. So what's going to happen? The business is going to slow down. And of course, some identity can be stolen, some names, ID cards, all those things can actually have some drawbacks on business.
Right. So how prevalent is cybercrime in Zimbabwe?
I'd say that in Zimbabwe, it's not very, very bad, but it's coming up and noticing that everyone is connected. It's reported that a lot of people are getting into it, and some are cheated that they've been offered some employment, and some they feel that they've got an offer of a business that will give them a lot of money, and they want to jump into it so that they can get profit. You can imagine someone offering you kind of what could you call that? Maybe it's an offer of that you have won something from Japan. So just dial this number or tell us about yourself, give us your details, bank account, but you don't know the person. So really, it's coming up, and it's causing a lot of people to lose a lot of their information.
So how can we protect ourselves from cybercrime?
What I'd say is that even though we've got personal computers, a lot of people they run away from getting genuine software. A lot of people would think that they should be able to download the so-called free software, and they don't want to put genuine antivirus. So you know what happens with antivirus? Antivirus will only clean maybe some basic viruses and trojans and worms, but we've got certain things that we call spyware, and spyware will generally spy on your computer without your knowledge, without your consent. So if we buy genuine software, antivirus, and have a reputable technician check on your computer, of course we're able to track down that malicious act. But sometimes we kickstart that process ourselves. Maybe we see an enticing advert or a message that suggests that you can make profit. So you want to click that link. What we're doing is we are activating what we call a spyware program so that to start recording the activities that is taking place when you're using your computer. We call that key logging. So if you type some keys, somebody, and intruder, a person who is very much remote from you is able to see that information. So we need to avoid that. Or perhaps sometimes we need to avoid, greedy. We don't just want things for free, because by going for free stuff, we're inviting the scammers and hackers.
Right. Okay. So what is the difference? So we're talking about spyware. What is the difference between spyware and malware?
Okay. So let me start by explaining malware. As the name suggests, mal, which means it's something that is bad, wicked, should I say. So this is a program that an intruder will push in through a backdoor into your computer, and that program, when it's installed, is going to destroy the computer. So it's generally there, it's targeted to destroy your computer system. But whereas when you talk about spyware, as the name suggests too, it's spying the computer. It doesn't have generally any malicious acts on your computer. It might seem as if it's a very nice program when you run it, especially when you download the program to tell you that you've got a lot of virus on your computer. Can you click here to clean it? So you think I'm just using it. It's an innocent program. But what it's doing is copying now your activities, logging everything that you're doing. So these are the difference. So you can imagine with a malicious program, you can pick up right away that this is a malicious program. What go to pornographic sites. And scammers, they realize that that's the easiest way. We can get our pleasure. We can get what we want. So they'll wrap in those viruses, those programs in those pornographic sites. So we need a voice, forums, chat rooms, what we want. We need to be specific about what we're looking on the internet.
Right, and having said that, because we know that everybody has access to internet on the phone or computers and so forth, what would you like to say to the viewers pertaining to cybercrime?
What I would say is that we do not want to underestimate the impact that it will have on our system or on our company or the corporate business that we have. We want to take measures to avoid it, especially when it comes to use of passwords. You notice that a lot of people, they like using maybe 4 letters password. Let's employ 8-word password with characters, numbers. That will protect us from the hackers.
Well, thank you so much for coming through to Good Morning Zimbabwe. And there I was talking to an information communication technology consultant, Last Kabudura, was here to tell us about how we can protect ourselves from cybercrime. And now Good Morning Zimbabwe takes a short break. Stay tuned for Business Break.